just wanted to talk about something that kind of comes up when I post new make-alongs. I will get, sorry, I'm going to try to talk loud enough. I will get, I'm shooting this in the studio because my daughter's home and it's noisy in the house. I get comments like, if you would make a kind of a series of tutorials for spun cotton type stuff, I would pay to take those classes with you, or whatever you would call them, workshops or whatever. Which I'm always like, oh, wow, that's such a big compliment that you would be willing to pay to, you know, do something like that with me. So I read those and I really appreciate them, and I don't even really know quite how to respond to that, except that I know that at this point in where I am in my life, I don't feel like I have the time to do something that would be that polished, and charge people for that, because I operate an animal sanctuary, and so that's my day job besides having my daughter home and trying to do some homeschooling with her. Operating the animal sanctuary, so taking care of the animals and the administration and the fundraising for that is how I spend the majority of my time, and that is unpaid labor. That's kind of a labor of love, and sometimes obligation. But it's where I've ended up. And so on the one hand, I think that's a really cool idea and something that I may try to do in the future. But on the other hand, I'm someone who has never been in a financial position where I could take a class like that, where I could afford to spend the several $100s that I think something like that usually is. Or if it was something maybe a little more modest, maybe $100 and some. So, but I've never yet been in a position where I had either an art budget or an art class budget, or whatever you would call that. So I'm sensitive to that, and to people who are in similar situations, and in situations a lot more difficult than mine. And so that is one reason that I resist that a little bit. And not that they're exclusive. I could offer both, but time is one issue, and then that kind of reticence to make what I do something that can only be that's a privilege for just a certain few people is my second hesitation, I guess. And so all this to say that it's not that I don't need income from this. I do obviously sell art for fundraisers for the animal sanctuary. And if I could somehow get some income from these extra things that I offer, that would be amazing too. And so, I mean, since I don't feel like I can really put together something that I would really actually charge people for, ask money for, you can support me in any sort of small way. If you really enjoyed a make-along, you can always come over to my website and donate to this, the sanctuary. It's not actually coming to my personal account at this point, but supporting the sanctuary is the way you can kind of support me, because if the sanctuary doesn't make it, then it comes out of our bank account anyway. So I mean, it's kind of it's supporting me, and you can always leave a note with through PayPal or Venmo that you appreciated an art tutorial or make along, and that maybe that's what inspired you to donate a little bit. So I just wanted to kind of explain where I was with that. And in a perfect world, I would figure out how to find time to do everything, and how to kind of make all of the disparate parts of my life reconcile. But it's, we're not in an ideal world, obviously. So for now, this is what I'm doing. I like to come on YouTube and make with you guys and just have it be out there for everyone. But I do appreciate what you're saying, and I would love to, I guess capitalize a little bit on what I'm doing in the future, but I still want to be here with this free content too. So if you can help me figure out how to do all of that, shoot me an email or a message on Instagram, or leave it in a comment, and I am happy to hear some suggestions. But thanks for making with me. I hope you had a good time, and I will see you, I hope, before too long.